Hi guys, I'm Patricia.
And I'm Ian. Servus.
And we are Be With Us.
In 2019, we had a normal life like everyone else in the world. 2020, 2020, COVID hit the planet. So we were affected too. We lived in Ireland back in the days, or back in 2020 in the beginning. St. Patrick's Day were coming up, which is on the 17th of March, the national holiday in Ireland. I was a hostel manager, Patricia worked in tourism too, and we were getting ready for the craziest, mad time of the year. COVID-19 hit, the parade didn't happen, the tourists didn't happen, life didn't happen. We were cancelled.
The jobs were cancelled, everything was cancelled.
So we lost our main income source in tourism. Thank God Patricia is a master photographer and video producer, and that's what we're doing now. Now we want to show you how we moved from Ireland to Madeira. And we didn't move to Madeira for no reason. We moved to Madeira because in 2016,
what? We met?
No, the first time we went to Madeira. 2018, the first time, in January 2018, we came the first time to Madeira because Patricia booked our first holidays together. I had no fucking clue where Madeira is.
Me neither, to be sure.
But it looked beautiful in the photos. We went here, we landed, and we fell in love.
Yeah, love at the first sight.
In 2018, while having a corral at the Atlantic Ocean, we decided we're going to move to Madeira sooner or later. 2019, we came back to Madeira for a very special reason.
We got married here in Ponta de São Lourenço, but this is for another video.
So we got married in Madeira. And in 2019, again, we decided we will move to Madeira because we love Madeira with all our heart. Little did we know that in 2020, COVID will destroy all our job plans, our career plans. So we had money saved, and we said, in March 2020, when we lost the jobs.
In April, actually, because March was still uncertain, the jobs were paused. Then in April was for sure that he wouldn't have a job anymore. We would have to move the apartment because the apartment we were living before was it was part of his job. So we would have to leave the apartment. And we said, if we have to leave the apartment and start all over again, let's go. So from April until June, we planned everything. We sold all our stuff.
Well, actually, there was no plan.
Yeah.
We just panicked. We sold everything.
Yeah.
We booked the flight tickets.
The flight was cancelled.
We abused our friends to buy our belongings.
Yeah.
Which they did.
We harassed them.
Everything else which we couldn't sell, we sold on Marketplace, on Facebook.
Yeah.
You know, those marketplaces where you put a certain price on it and say, pick up from our place, and they say, I give you €5, you deliver today. Those places.
Yeah. But in the end, we sold everything. And what we didn't sell, what we wanted to keep, we sent to Madeira with a company in a few boxes.
In a few boxes?
A few boxes, 6 boxes.
Yeah, we had 3 boxes because we said, hey, 300-liter boxes is enough to send because we have no furniture.
It's not.
No. 6 boxes and 1 luggage.
Yeah.
We shipped by a company, shipping company. Then we had 2 big check-in luggages, which you think would be enough. Again,
And
it
2
wasn't
medium
enough.
we had.
Yeah, medium in a girl's
medium,
world.
20 kilograms.
Humongous huge in a man's world. So we had to go and buy 2 more luggages, pay 2 extra luggages with TAP.
Yeah, because we had a flight to Lisbon booked with Aer Lingus, and 2 weeks before we fly, Aer Lingus canceled our flight. So we had to buy another flight with TAP to go to Lisbon. So we had to stay in Lisbon for 2 nighs because the flight was 2 days before we planned. But in the end, worked out. We stayed in Alfama in a really nice apartment, the rooftop, and after that we came to Madeira.
So what she didn't told you is we had those 2 cabin luggages, 4 20-kilogram luggages. The beautiful apartment in Alfama in Lisboa was in the 6th floor, no elevator, stairs like in a chicken coop.
I didn't know.
She did know nothing, obviously.
I didn't know.
Guess who carried all of this up? 6 luggages, 6 floors up. I came up to apartment under the rooftop, real feel 500 degrees, sweating like a pig.
No water.
No nothing. Piss
There was
warm.
tap water, but it was super warm.
Was piss warm tap water.
Yeah.
It didn't cool you down.
Yeah.
But from there,
It
when I
only
had the
gets
luggages
better.
up, I thought, hey, 2 days of peace, because I have to bring it back down.
Yeah, but from there it only gets better.
Yeah,
Yeah.
basically, yeah.
We arrived in Madeira on the 26th of July. We stayed 1 month. We booked 1 month in the Airbnb.
Now we are in Ian's favorite area of the supermarket. He's super excited. You can see in his eyes. Over there is the Forum Madeira, where we go for grocery shopping, the supermarket. Ian is the little donkey carrying everything. And then this is our view coming home. We are 5 minutes walking from the Forum Madeira.
And during this 1 month, we were looking for apartment. We eventually found this apartment we are now, but we wanted to do some renovations. We went to paint one wall and change some furniture. So what you're seeing now is all this mess we did to make the apartment homey.
I don't know if you can see in the camera, but there's a big eye drone here. The guys from NOS, they come to install the TV, and for some reason they were bored and they just draw an eye in our glass.
Yes, we painted 2 walls. We had to assemble an IKEA bed,
We had 2 half divorces.
2 half divorces.
Yeah, but
which
it didn't go
equals
to
1,
no,
but-
they didn't go to 1 because it was 2 half divorces.
and
Was
we
separate.
couldn't afford lawyers,
Yeah.
you know.
And no, the thing is, in the manual, the IKEA manual says you need the hammer. And somebody was saying, no, we don't need a hammer. I said, the manual says you need a hammer. No, we don't need a hammer. And then we took everything out, and turns out you need a hammer.
Ooh, if I had a hammer in the morning, a hammer in the evening, all over this land.
And we didn't have a hammer, so we had to go back to DIY shop. We had to take an Uber, go to the DIY shop, buy a hammer, and come back.
Just to assemble a bed frame, yeah?
Eventually,
Give me a break.
worked out.
We are super efficient now in assembling IKEA furniture.
Yeah.
So if you're on the island, you need professional help, call the emergency
Don't
line.
call us.
Be with us. We won't take the phone.
Yeah, and if you wonder, we ordered IKEA because we wanted a bed that we can hoover under, and we couldn't find in the places we checked where they were all here in the island. They were all like very expensive. So it turns out it was cheaper to order IKEA and pay the shipping.
From Portugal,
From
90 euro
England,
shipping
yeah.
to the house door. You can also ship from Portugal to Madeira for 40.
I think it's 45 to
45,
the collection point,
yeah.
or 90 euro to your door.
But since we don't have a car,
Yeah.
so it was cheaper for us to bring it to the door. They brought it up to the apartment.
Yeah.
All you needed was a hammer.
We ordered the bed, we ordered 2 shelves and 1 table. And then that's it. We assembled everything, and it would be cheaper than buy these things here. So we end up ordering IKEA. Everything was fine until we were watching TV, and a cockroach showed up in our living room. It was a huge cockroach. So the scenes you see now is just a reproduction, because it was very bloody.
Barata!
So after this episode, we put nets in all the doors and windows, just to be sure. Yeah.
And here we are. We love Madeira. We will stay, and we will keep you posted with amazing videos from all around the island. And as soon as the pandemic is over, we will travel into Europe and show you more.
Yeah. And if you have some interesting story, put here in the comments below, and we will share as well.
And don't forget to subscribe and hit the like button and comment to us, because we love you all. And there's one special thank we want to say right now. Thanks to Evelyn. She's currently in Scotland.
Scotland, yeah.
She comments all the time. She's our hardcore supporter at the moment. Keep up the good work, Evelyn. We love you.
Thank you so much. We hope the lockdown's over soon so you can come and enjoy Madeira with us. That's it.
Bye.
Thanks for watching. Stay with us.
We rock the baby.
Yeah.
Now.
Hi guys. I'm
We
Patricia.
can't do this. We have to start again. I made faces.
Nothing about blindness.
Blind. I'm blind, and she's a wrestler.
He's blind.
And she's beautiful.
He's blind.
And she's beautiful. Next is, you're the most amazing husband. I love you so very much. Act.
You're the most amazing husband. I love you so very much.
Yeah. I love you too. And this is Be With Us. Follow us next week.
Thanks for watching. Please subscribe to our channel, hit the like button and the notification bell so you don't miss our next videos, and be with us.